All right, here we go again. Buckle up, rough roads ahead. Trying to look to see if the noise gate's on. It says it is. It doesn't look like it's working all that well. I guess it is. Right, I was trying to get in with a different browser, and it looked like I guess they hacked the browser somehow. Was broadcasting with it all the time. Could be some difference between Wi-Fi and cellular, but so Cav Scouts, they're more attuned to those reconnaissance patrols, although 11 Bravos do that also. I just feel like that mission on the border is more attuned to Cav Scouts and Strikers. Again, we have people that are in soft vehicles and dismounted patrols and other things, so we need to bring in some things to defend against something that could happen. That way they don't have to worry about it generally. I mean, they still have to be cautious. So the Apache gunships patrolling the border, locked and loaded, and then locked and loaded the Cav Scouts. Again, the rules of engagement are pretty. The bar is pretty high. But we if they encounter somebody that's got an RPG, then it's on, or anything like that. Somebody comes out with a 50 cal. They got plenty of 50 cals and 7.62 machine guns. So it isn't only the RPGs, because our people are dismounted and in soft vehicles. I would call that one guy or anybody that you know, but that seems like the guy in East Texas with the airboats, the armored airboats. Because you're just going to have to look to the future. That's what it's got to be for now. Again, we never should have bought the unarmored airboats, but nobody could see that, right? Because in an instant, those airboats look scary, right? It's just too scary. Especially, so it's a multitude of things that is triggering all this. They had the firefight in that off of that area where that island is. The thing being that that's a common area for a firefight, so we really can't say it's changed. It's just, and maybe it has. Again, this is even though there's firefights there, all of a sudden it started. We don't know how much of what that woman said is true. I mean, obviously CIA, NSA, DEA, Epic, they have a lot of intelligence on this. So it is what it is. But I believe we need to up the ante. Again, it's not the idea that we're going to use gunships on immigrants. It's just and one of the case scenarios is where the border patrol starts doing like there's a surge, and they start they're detaining some immigrants, undocumented immigrants, and the cartel gets pissed off and just starts lighting all of them up. So again, the immigrants are also at risk. They don't care. You could have 20 immigrants in front of you. If they want to kill you, then they're going to do it. If they get to that point, they're articulating that point. Now, I think El Mencho was focusing more on defensive posture, but we have multiple things happening at the same time. So it doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. In other words, if we go down to Mexico, he's going to use RPGs on us. It's probably not going to stop us because we don't even have to send SEALs, really. We have to send, that just looks good, when you want to hype people up. We could send Tomahawk. You can send all sorts of things. So again, we need to start. And again, the idea where the M1 is in an elevated position on an overwatch, if you can find a ridge line or something. Again, I was a little stuck for words earlier. And it just sits there. Again, it looks good. Gives people confidence, and it's there to move it if it needs to move. Right. So from an elevated position, it can probably see a lot further of the border. Trying to get the UPS store here, and the goal is to return a few items that I haven't been able to return because I was kind of laying low from COVID. And then, after COVID, everybody that's intelligent lays low. Last thing you want to do is get long COVID. Let your body get kill it. So if you're taking like immune stuff, you want to take it past when you get COVID. You want it to keep going. Right? But I have something from sinuses and stuff like that from being inside a lot, and the weather's been funky. And I thought it was left over from COVID until I took the COVID test. I mean, it was flat, nothing. Or I thought it was COVID. But I did have COVID. It was red. You know, I took 2 tests, and that was so. It was the COVID line was the thickest, reddest line I've ever seen. I said, I got it. I got it bad. I mean, at least far as viral count. Right? That's what I think it represents. But again, my body fought it real well. I had it before. Once I had it this time, I said, I definitely, I told you I may have had it before. I definitely had it before. Tyler, Texas had COVID before the tests. That's why they had low number of COVID. We all had it. And it was, and I do believe the Lord blessed. I believe we had one of the lesser strains. Like it was like just one of the first infections in it of whatever, and it didn't kill us. Maybe because it wasn't all that prevalent. Like I said, if you contract COVID and then you go into a store, into a bar, and you keep inhaling that viral load, I think that's how a lot of people got it real bad. So initially, probably not too many people were having it, so you get a low viral load and get infected. Right. But I took the immune stuff. But I do remember my throat. Actually, my throat was worse last time. It was so raw when I went into that. I gave like a whole bunch of people COVID. I went into that urgent care. I think it's tied to East Texas Hospital. I think it's on the same street as Target and Walmart, right down the street from it. And she said, "You got a." She's right. I had a viral infection, but it was COVID. She didn't even know what COVID was yet. They said you're just gonna have to rest and take some medicine. That's about it. I think she may have given me an antibiotic. I can't remember. Actually, she said viral infection. She probably didn't give me an antibiotic.